For this upper body mobility sequence, we're gonna go through a couple different exercises to help loosen up our shoulders and our neck specifically. So the first thing we're gonna start with is controlled articular rotations. We're gonna shrug up with the shoulders, and then you wanna pull down and back. We're gonna go 5 one way and 5 the other. And controlled articular rotations implies control of our articulations, rotating them through their entire range of motion. And specifically for this controlled articular rotation, we're gonna go both ways. So we're pulling down, back, and then you wanna keep your chest nice and upright. I'm gonna pull up, down, and back. And we're also gonna go the other way. So I'm gonna retract my shoulder blades, shrug up nice and high, bring the shoulders in, come down. That's 1. Shrug up nice and high, bring the shoulders in, come down. That's 2. For all exercises, you'll need to be seated, down and in. 3 with something that you can hold and latch onto. Keep going up, around, back. 4 and 1 more. Up, around, and back. 5. For the next one, we're gonna go with our neck. And with our neck, I'm gonna bring my chin down from here. I'm just gonna lean my right ear to my right shoulder, rotate all the way around, down and back. That's 1. We're gonna go 5. Just go nice and slow. I like to keep my eyes closed. Just remove one piece of sensory feedback so that we can focus on another, all the way around, down. That's 2. Good. Out, around, down. Good. And let's go one more. Up, around, down. Good. We're going to switch to the other side. Same thing. Out, around, down and back. Nice and slow. If you feel any creaks or cracks, areas that need a little more attention, you just want to go slower through those areas. Out, around, down. Good. Let's go one more. We'll go slow. Not as slow as possible, but just a little bit slower. Out, around, and down, resting. Okay, we're gonna stretch out our neck, specifically our upper trap. From here, I'm gonna take my hand and I'm just gonna lean out. We're gonna pull out to the side and not actually pull. I'm not cranking down on my neck. I'm just gonna let it sort of fall. And what I'm gonna do with my hand is just place a light little bit of pressure and let the stretch deepen. And then from here, so as we're out, I want to keep my shoulder blade packed down and in. And then I'm going to lean out and I'm just going to take a few breaths. Another big breath. Breathing right into your stomach. Down through your shoulder as well. And again, you should just feel the stretch coming through here. We're going to take one more big breath. And now what we're going to do is we're going to do our progressive angular isometric loading. So I'm going to place my hand, my fingers, just on the side of my skull here, and I'm going to push in and against. So it's going to be an isometric contraction. We're going to build up that contraction 20, 40, 60, 80 to 100%. Hold it, and then once we're done, after we're going to hold that 100% for 10 seconds, we're going to pull down on our neck. So just a light little bit of pressure into the side and hold for 20, 40, 60, 80, and only push to a point that you think you can tolerate. 100, and I'm going to push at 100 for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. And what I'm going to do here is now I'm just going to pull and see if I can deepen that stretch out. Same thing, go 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. And just slowly release and just feel sort of the tension come out of that upper trap area. We're going to do the same thing but on the other side. And then from here, just a couple big breaths. Make sure that shoulder's packed. And the breath in. Breath out. Try and go a little bit deeper this time. Breath in. Breath out. We're going to start with that isometric wrapping. Here we go. Just a little pressure into the side of the head. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Nice and strong. Hold for 10, 9, whatever you can handle. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Good. Now we're going to pull that neck down as best we can. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Little hold. Good for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slow release. Good. Just feel the tension come out of your neck. Next thing we're going to do is just a little isometric hold where I'm going to rotate my neck. So isometric movement path, I'm going to rotate my neck and then I'm going to hold it right at that end range. I'm going to take my thumb, just tuck it into my chin, hold, and I'm just as I'm pushing out, I'm going to kind of resist against with my thumb and hold. 3, 2, 1. Good. Little break, and let's switch to the other side. We'll go for 3 per side. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Good. Little break, and you'll feel just these little rotators in our neck that want to sort of push to get us further as we apply pressure with that thumb. It's going to build that contraction a little bit. So I'm going to come out to the side and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Same thing on the other side. If you want to add some more pressure, you just get all 4 fingers going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's go one more each side. Out, hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. And last one. Here we go. Beautiful. And out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Rest. Okay, for this exercise here, you're going to need a band. This is also going to be an isometric movement path. You're going to need a band. You could use a towel. I also use PVC pipes for this. What we're going to do essentially is, now that we've sort of released some of the tension in our neck, we've opened it up, we're going to do what we call a dislocate. So you're going to reach back, arms come out nice and strong. They're going to come all the way behind you, and then we're going to come up and forward like so. And what I'm trying to do here is keep my hands as close to each other as possible. So I can go a little bit further. The band is nice because what you can do is just apply a little bit of pressure by pulling it apart and getting those muscles that you're using and mobilizing through this isometric movement path to just contract a little bit hard to support your joints. So I'm just going to stretch out nice and strong. I don't want my head to come too far forward, and I don't want to arch my lower back too much. So we don't want a pigeon neck. Let's call that 1. We're going to go for 5. Reach back nice and strong. Good. And then back in. That's 2. Beautiful. Reaching back out. Back in. 3. Good. 2 more. Reaching out again. In. 4. Good. And 1 more. Here we go. Strong. Reaching out. In. 5. Beautiful. And so for the last 2 exercises, we're just going to go right back to where we started. First one is going to be our cars with our shoulders rotating all the way up, around, down, and back. And you want to notice any differences, if there are any differences, as you rotate in with that range of motion, specifically as we stretched our trap out, just pulling down, trying to get a little bit deeper. Let's go for 2 more. Up, out, around, down. Good. 1 more. Up, out, around, and back. Good. We're going to switch, go the other way. Up, out, down, and in. 1. Up. Good. Down, round, and in. 2. Up. Big shrug. Pull forward. Good. And then retract 2 more, up, out, around, down, and the last one nice and strong through that range, and around, down. And we'll finish off with our neck. We'll go 5 one way, 5 the other. Chin tucks in, right ear, right shoulder, rotate all the way around, down, and back. Good. All the way around, down, back, 2, good. All the way around, head leans back, down, 3, good. All the way around, head leans back, 4, and 1 more, good. All the way around, head leans back, 5, let's switch, go the other way, all the way around, head back, down, good. All the way around, back, 2, good. All the way around, head back, 3, almost there. All the way around, head back, 4, and last one. All the way around. Make sure you don't get dizzy. Head back and down, 5. And voila. So oftentimes in modern day society, the more we sit at our computers, the more we watch TV, the more we sit on our phones, the tighter we get through our necks. And this little sequence specifically will help you to not only mobilize your neck tissues a little bit, but be able to control them a little bit more, and just, again, release some of the tension that is caused through our upper trap that can often come down into our shoulders and perhaps even our lower back with that kyphotic posture. You can perform this sequence once, or you can do it a few times over to get the most benefit out of it.